office buildings, popped into the room for a minute to say hello. He asked what was going on. Speyer explained it was a fairly momentous day. They were waiting to see who had won the bidding war. "I just came from Apollo's office," Fenty said with a chuckle, referring to Apollo Real Estate Advisors, Speyer's primary rival for the property. "They told me the same thing." Then, with the evening shadows gathering over Fifth Avenue, the phone rang a second and third time. Speyer snatched up the receiver and heard the voice of Darcy A. Staycom, the real estate broker conducting the multi-billion-dollar auction of Stuyvesant Town-Peter Cooper Village. Staycom, who was 46 years old and a rare woman in the testosterone-fueled world of high-stakes real estate deals, quickly got to the point. "Come on down to 200 Park, now." But she warned, "Don't bring your whole team together. Come in ones and twos, in case any reporters have staked out the lobby of the building." 200 Park housed MetLife's law firm, Greenberg Traurig, and at the top, MetLife's ornate, old-world boardroom. Staycom had not offered him congratulations, but Speyer knew what the call meant. If they could get through what promised to be hours of arguing over the final terms of the contract, Stuyvesant Town-Peter Cooper was his. He let out a yell as he put the phone down, almost simultaneously pumping his fist and hugging Galliano. Speyer turned and embraced Lieblich, who headed the real estate arm for one of the world's largest investment management firms for pension funds, institutions, and high-net-wealth individuals. Speyer and Galliano took the elevator to the ground floor and marched out the Fifth Avenue doors of the building, past the 15-foot bronze statue of a heavily muscled Atlas carrying the world on his shoulders. Speyer was under his own mythic strain and would remember little of the 8-block walk downtown. Although not nearly as glamorous as Rockefeller Center, Stuyvesant Town held a pride of place in the minds of many New Yorkers. Stuyvesant Town and its sister complex, Peter Cooper Village, was unlike the real estate properties that seemed to trade like pork bellies on a daily basis in cities from Atlanta to Los Angeles, Boston to Dallas and Seattle, during what was now a 5-year-old real estate boom like no other in its intensity. Stuyvesant Town-Peter Cooper Village covered 18 blocks of some of the most valuable real estate in the world. The two complexes, which were erected by Metropolitan Life in what was once known as the Gas House District, were an urban version of Levittown, an inspiration for housing in the 1950s and 1960s that broke up the street grid rather than conform to it, while keeping city life affordable to the middle class. In the 1960s, Stuyvesant Town begat LaFrac City, a complex of 10 18-story buildings on 40 acres in Corona, Queens, and Co-op City, a sprawling complex of 15,372 units in 35 high-rise towers and 7 clusters of townhouses spread across 320 acres in the Baychester section of the Bronx. Architecturally, it was a failure. The red brick buildings were uniformly plain and looked more like the low-income housing projects nearby, the Jacob Riis, Lillian Wald, and Alfred E. Smith houses. But the buildings occupied neatly landscaped real estate on the east side. In 2006, there were not 80, not even 20 contiguous acres available anywhere else on the 13-mile-long island of Manhattan, no matter what the price. And Stuyvesant Town-Peter Cooper Village, despite its blandness, had been a safe, leafy oasis for thousands of middle-class firefighters, nurses, union construction workers, civil servants, writers, police officers, secretaries, and even a few judges for nearly 60 years. For many New Yorkers, the complex had become a cherished landmark, akin to the Empire State Building, the Statue of Liberty, and Rockefeller Center. Early in their careers, Mayor John V. Lindsay, sportscaster Howard Cosell, reporter Gabe Pressman, and presidential advisor David Axelrod had made their homes there. So had author Frank McCourt, mystery writer Mary Higgins Clark, actor Paul Reiser, operatic soprano Beverly Sills, and Knicks basketball star Dick Barnett. In 2006, hundreds of original tenants, many of whom had moved to